We are honored to be joined by Terrell Davis and Hines Ward. I'm Sherry Burris alongside Danny Cannell. Guys, we appreciate the time. Tell us a little bit about your partnership that you bringing to us from Tums.
Yeah, we're extremely excited to be partnering with Tums this year, who knows about the heat of competition. And as players, we always enjoy the heat of competition as well. And I look forward to the matchup this Sunday. But Tums is hosting the first ever Tums-worthy big game trivia. It's putting fans' knowledge to the test for an opportunity to win a piece of $88,000 in prizes on Sunday.
And fans can check us out at Tums Official on Twitter for more details. But tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Terrell and we're going head-to-head in our own trivia challenge, which will be live streamed via at Tums Official. So be sure to check that out. You got two former Bulldogs going head-to-head for one bone. And I don't expect to lose my bone, especially to the TD. Way smarter than the guy.
Well, I don't know if it's not what you expect. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I already saw I visualized this game already. I'm already going to dominate you. But you know what, Hines? You the little dog, you the puppy, I'm the big dog, and I you know, that's what I do. So no hard feelings afterwards. We'll still play golf. We'll still be buddies. But tonight I got to get you, man.
Hey, you see that?
They're not
Just
competitive
make sure you have
at all.
I love the trash talk. Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup, fellas. Terrell, I'll start with you because the LA Rams are trying to win a Super Bowl, for the first time since this team's back in LA. They want, Matthew Stafford. They make the trade. A quarterback who was in Detroit for most of his career. He comes here, and it does feel like there's a rallying cry around Matthew Stafford. You were on a team that had a quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback in John Elway, and I remember Pat Bowlen, the late Pat Bowlen, up there saying, "This one's for John." Do we make a lot out of that, or is that a thing that you actually saw in the locker room, like, hey, man, we got to step up our level of play for our quarterback? Do you think that'll be something the Rams use as a rallying cry as well?
Absolutely. Danny, you must have been listening to my interviews because that's what I've been talking about all morning. I've been talking about that being the difference, really. And believe me, and you've been there. When you have a quarterback in a locker room that people really respect and admire and realize that Matthew Stafford had gone through so much in Detroit that they would love to be able to send this man out with a Super Bowl championship, you do get people going above and beyond and giving you that energy. So, yeah, absolutely, that is one. I think the other thing, too, is you got other veterans. How about Aaron Donald? How about Andrew Whitworth? How about Johnny Hekker? How about all these guys who don't have that ring as well? So they'll be fighting for that. But I think the big thing that I've always seen in these type of games was when I see a defensive line and a front like the Rams, and we've seen it when Brady played against the Giants, the Bucs last year. When you see that front, that's typically the matchup that I look at that most times determines the outcome of the game. The Broncos in Super Bowl 50 against the Carolina Panthers. It is hard for me to look past that one kind of element and to say that the Bengals can win this game because I think the Rams is going to win it, and I think that's going to be the reason why.
Well, Hines, let's talk about the Bengals on this side. What do you think is fueling their success?
They're the new kids on the block. I mean, no one expected them to be here. They only know what they know. I mean, they're young. They're a young group of guys, so they don't know what they're supposed to feel like playing in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow going into his second season. You got Jamar Chase, who's a rookie. They don't know. I mean, but to go through the AFC, to go through Tennessee, to go through Kansas City, they're coming into this game full of confidence. Joe Burrow's swag, even though he's taken a lot of sacks during the postseason, he just gets up, dusts off his shoulders, and just goes out there and still keep throwing dimes to his electrifying wideout group that they have in Cincinnati.
Sherry, I can still see the glow on these guys' faces. A couple former Georgia Bulldogs enjoying that national championship they got. Let's see if they can keep some of that Georgia Bulldog momentum going and pick this game right. TD, I'll start with you. Who you like in the game?
I like the Rams in this game, and I'm going 27-24. I think it will be a tight one in this one. And I'm going to give you my MVP as well. I'm going with Aaron Donald as my MVP of the big game. I think Aaron, listen, we saw him after the NFC championship game. He pointed to the ring. And when you do that, that means you are about to show out. So I'm going Rams with this one.
And I'm going to pick it back with TD. I'm going to go with the Rams as well, but I think it's going to be a blowout, 33-21. And my MVP, of course, I'm going with Matthew Stafford, man, joining the Super Bowl MVP club at UGA with Jake Scott, myself, and TD. We welcome Matthew Stafford with open arms. I think, hey, the run game, it's a dying breed now. The running backs, man, the game is catered to quarterbacks. Danny, you know, man, it's all about throwing the ball. You got to put up points. Matthew Stafford crushes it in the Super Bowl and walks away with the Super Bowl MVP.
Man, they just think Georgia's just going to keep winning everything.
It's the year of the dogs.
Yes, it is. Well, Hines Ward, Terrell Davis, guys, we really appreciate the time. Thank you so much. And this segment was brought to you on CBS Sports HQ by VRBO. And we're going to be out here at the beautiful beaches at Marina Del Rey all week long. Don't go anywhere as we roll on for CBS Sports HQ live here from LA.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.